It's October. It's the prep month for the November election. People have been running and trying to get their name out there and their message out there and earn your interest and your support all summer long. This is the meat of the campaign right now as they close in on the election, and our interviews continue.
Our ballots arriving on or around the 19th of this month, so right around the corner. And this morning we have Yakima County Clerk's Office candidate Tracey Slagle in the house this morning. Good morning, Tracey.
Good morning.
Yeah. Come right up to that microphone so we can hear you. Good
okay.
Morning. Tracey, tell us who Tracey Slagle is. Kind of in a nutshell, from the Yakima area. Tell us, yeah.
Yeah, I've lived in the Yakima area most of my life. I originate out of Oregon, settling in Sela and where I attended school. I now live in the Tieton Natchez area with my husband of 33 years. We have 2 adult children, and I have decided to run for Yakima County Clerk. With that, I bring 27 years experience in the court system, 24 of those years being in the clerk's office, 3 years in juvenile court as a supervisor, giving me a total of 27 years. I've worked in all areas of the clerk's office, including the courtrooms. I've helped develop procedures and policies and train staff. I have an established relationship with outside departments, other elected officials, and I'm trained in all of the state and court case management software. And I've watched this office deteriorate in the 3 years that I've been gone, on the service that it provides to the public, other departments, outside agencies, and that's why I've stepped up to run.
Right on. Forgive my ignorance, but maybe a lot of people don't know. On a daily basis, what does a clerk do?
Well, the clerk's office is, the clerk is the financial and executor officer of the Superior Court. They maintain all of the files that come through Superior Court, some of those being your felonies, your divorces, child custodies, paternities, juvenile cases. We have juvenile as well. Clerks must be present in the courtroom, record the hearings, take minutes, mark exhibits. They are also the financial officer of the court. Take in fines, fees, trust funds. They disperse those funds, issue warrants of arrest, subpoenas, process all of the protection orders, get those to law enforcement.
Right on.
So there's just kind of a nutshell of what they do on a daily basis.
Work closely with judges and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Daily. Mm-hmm.
You say you'd like to. You say you need to improve relationships with all county departments and outside agencies. What's going on right now?
Well, in my opinion, there's no relationship there. And what I bring to the table there is I've already established these relationships with my 24 or 27 years total experience. So I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to do that rather quickly.
And I think, Trace, if I can just interject, that coming out of a controversial situation like we've had where trust has kind of been broken, at least if you believe the newspaper accounts and the radio reports and all of that, I would think that having a previous history and all of that would be like just a welcome blanket to the commissioners and to everybody else. It's like, we don't have to like reinvent a new relationship. We can just slide into the comfort of knowing that we've got a professional there that knows what they're doing and go from there. So I don't know why I was sticking that in there, but it just seems to me that the fact that you have the history that you have at a time when something like that is probably needed the most.
Right. I take great pride in the relationship that I've already established over all these years and my reputation. So that is a huge plus for me, even though I'll still be reaching out, especially to my court partners right away. Our court administrators, our judges, prosecutors, assigned counsel work together to see how we can improve the court process, the office process, and working together.
When you're knocking on doors, what are people telling? Are they aware of what the clerk's office does, or are they aware of the controversy in the clerk's office over the years?
I think I hear mostly right away is the controversy.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into other things, and I'll tell them what the clerk's office does, what I bring to the office, my experience. But I hear a lot of it that it's time for a change.
And what are they asking you for? I mean, I know, again, I mean, if you don't really understand what's going on they probably just want a change, right? I don't know. What's your majority of people that you're knocking on the doors? What are they telling you?
A majority of, you get all kinds of things from make sure everybody's changing their passwords to, help train staff, communicate, just be there.
When you've heard about this ongoing controversy that we have, what are you establishing relationships with judges and things like that? Is that what you're doing now? Are you able to do that now as a supervisor and to say, well, I could be possibly the next clerk, and because I know there's been a problem with relationships with the clerk and the judges, and that's been a big thing. You'll also work closely with the commissioners, right?
I will. Yeah. I don't work closely with them now. I've met with them. But because of my ability to communicate now, I don't think I'll have a problem. Yeah. And right now I have a relationship. I work with our juvenile judges. And so I help develop whatever's needed, make sure our court is running smooth there, with our court administrator at juvenile.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. You got about 2 minutes. Tell us why people should choose you over your opponent, the current Yakima County Clerk.
Okay, well, I bring to the table, again, I have the 24 years experience in the clerk's office. 18 of those years have been in leadership roles. 3 years at juvenile court, giving me a total of 27 years experience in the court system. I plan to use that years of experience to get the clerk's office working again for the people of Yakima County. And I will be a clerk that communicates and participates. My opponent says that she's a proven leader. The only thing she has proven is that she cannot run that office, and that Yakima County deserves better, and I'm that person. And I ask for your vote on November 6th.
Well said, Tracey. Thank you so much for your time. Is it... How does in conclusion, how does the next 3 weeks play out for you? Are you going to be, I guess there's a couple of forums coming up, right?
Yep, there are a couple of forums, and it's just basically making sure you're out there, keeping out, contacting people. There are a few forums out there. There's the farmers market,
sure,
and anything and everything that you can attend until then. And
has anybody asked you anything that, or suggested some of the things that are happening now that seem like it would be like the first order of business if you were to win the election? What might need to be done first, kind of a thing?
Well, the first thing I need to do is, like I say, meet with my court partners. I want to be able to sit down with them, establish that relationship, and get that going. I also want to make sure that I meet with staff one-on-one, check on them, see what they need, anything that they need for tools, get them trained. And just go by it one by one. There's going to be, I think there's going to be a lot more issues that we're even aware of. It's a big change. I've been there when 2 new clerks have come on, so I know what it's like to take that role and change, and
sure.
There's a little bit of chaos, but it'll settle down.
Well, and that's good experience to have been through yourself, so you know where to go first to keep it tamped down as much as possible, right? Gotcha.
Exactly.
Well, we appreciate your time this morning, and as we say, in the event that you win, we'll look forward to having more conversations with you down the road as things get back to how you'd like to see them be in the clerk's office. So thanks very much, Tracey.
Tracey,
Thank you.
Quickly, do you have a website?
I have a Facebook.
Facebook, okay. Yep. Tracey Slagle, Slagle. There you find it on Facebook. All right. Thanks for coming in.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.